guys, so we're finally here with the most awaited Q&A video, and this will be in part 1 and part 2. So this is the part 1 of my Q&A video, so let's get started. And before proceeding into the video, if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button because I keep bringing a lot of interesting content on this channel. I'm pretty sure you'll like it. Let's get started. So the very first question which I'm taking is from a glamorous Mamta. So a lot of questions, I'll take it up one by one. First of all, how to grow on YouTube. So there is no fixed funda of how to grow on YouTube, because if there would have been a mantra of how to grow on YouTube, I would have been, I think, in millions, maybe, agar mujhe wo secret trick mil jati to. So there's just one thing which you need to remember is consistency. There's no replacement of consistency. Even if you don't know what to start with, or if you think that your channel is not growing, you've been uploading since a year now, 1.5 saal ho gaya, 6 mahine ho gaye, 2 mahine ho gaye, and you feel that your channel is not growing, do not give up. Consistency is the key. That's the only thing which I've realized in my close to 1.5 years of journey on YouTube now. Another thing that you can do is just whatever niche जिसमें आपका channel है, if your skincare, just keep an eye on the trends जो चल रहे हैं, उसके around videos बनाओ, because उसकी search होगी, and then it's like supply and demand. उसकी अगर demand होगी और आप वो videos उन्हें supply करोगे तो obviously आपके channel पे एक boost आएगा. And what I can do is I can make a detailed, dedicated video on like how I worked on my YouTube channel, what are the things I kept in mind. So, how to grow on YouTube type ki, I can make a dedicated video, but for now there is no specific or a single mantra which will help you grow your channel on YouTube other than consistency. So just keep this thing in mind. Another question which she's asked is, video you like the most of yours. So इस question का कोई specific answer नहीं है, because every day when I make a new video, I feel it's better than the previous one, and I dedicate a lot of amount of hard work and love in each and every video that I make. So each and every video on this channel, doesn't matter how awkward it was in the initial days and doesn't matter how confident it is today, I love all of the videos which I've created on this channel. Each and every video is really close to my heart, and every video is better than the previous one. So I think that's the answer for your second question. Now coming on to third question from glamorous Mamta, it's what do you do other than YouTube? I do have a corporate job. I work at a mid-level position in a corporate, and it's a like proper 9-to-5 job. So yeah, that's about it. And then you have another question which says apps you use for editing YouTube videos and thumbnail. So I've been using 2 apps, not 2, I've been using 3 apps, but I will just tell you in the sequence जो मैं सबसे ज़्यादा use करती हूँ to least used. So the most used app is InShot. I use InShot for editing my videos, making my thumbnails, and all of that. Second app which I really like is Polish. It's called Photo Editor by InShot. If I'm not sure, I'm just going to leave the link maybe in description box below and the icon here so that you recognize it on Play Store. Then third app which I use is Snapseed. I just use it for, final touch on my thumbnails. I use Snapseed for that. Now let's move on to questions from other people. So the next question which I'm taking up is from Nidhi. Her ID is Nidhi Bhondve. I'm not sure if I've pronounced it right. I'm really sorry if I pronounced it wrong. So her question is, what do you do for self-motivation? Like, what is it that picks you up when things don't go your way? Alright. So that's a question again. जिसका मेरे पास एक crisp answer नहीं है. There are a lot of things which I do. When I don't feel like working, I prefer taking some break, or I just, try to put my work a little off the timetable. But then अगर बहुत ज़्यादा दिन ऐसा हो रहा है कि मेरा मन नहीं कर रहा है, I really force myself to get started, because, once you force yourself to get started and once you are in the process, आप eventually मन लगा के ही काम करोगे, because you would like your video or whatever task you're working on to not go waste, and जो आप उसमें effort लगा रहे हो वो खराब ना हो. So there are times when you have to push yourself, but then do not be too harsh on yourself. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay to deviate from your schedule. It's okay to, relax and just watch movies and series. तो एक limit में ये सब करना, it's fine, but then deviating a lot from your plan is not something I would suggest. थोड़ा सा अपने आप को push करो. Once you're in the process, you will feel the fire. Yes. Second part of question from Nidhi is, also let us know that being a YouTuber has changed your life in what and all ways. All right. So there are a lot of ways YouTube has changed my life. In first, before YouTube, I had no passion or nothing to look, to work on. I had nothing to do in my khali times, except watching movies or series or just sleeping maybe or planning to meet friends. बहुत ज़्यादा desperately चलो आज मिलते हैं, कल मिलते हैं, या यहाँ चलते हैं, वहाँ चलते हैं. So that was my life before starting YouTube. So that's one thing. Now that has changed entirely. अब मैं actually time निकालती हूँ अपने लिए. Doesn't matter how busy a day is, I always try to find some time to dedicate to my YouTube channel because this is so close to my heart now. I feel कि मतलब मैं अगर channel पे ऐसे कुछ time के लिए पीछे नहीं थी, I was off channel for a few days. इट इज सो क्लोज टू माई हार्ट कि मुझे बहुत गिल्ट फील होने लगता था जब मैं चैनल पे नहीं थी. इट्स दैट क्लोज टू माई हार्ट. इट कीप्स मी एक्टिव, इट कीप्स मी गोइंग, इट कीप्स माई क्रिएटिव माइंड गोइंग. So that's happened with me. That's what happened with me. I found my passion in YouTube. I've always wanted to do something जिससे मैं कैमरा के सामने आऊँ. मुझे बड़ा इंटरेस्ट रहता था कैमरे के सामने आने का. तो मैं बैठ के अपनी सेल्फीज वगैरह भी क्लिक करती रहती थी, फोटोज एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. एंड लेट मी टेल यू वन मोर थिंग. आई स्टार्टेड दिस चैनल ऑन 2019 बट आई प्लान टू स्टार्ट यूट्यूब इन 2018. मेरी कुछ वीडियोज़ मेरे पास बहुत ही रॉ वीडियोज़ पड़े हुए हैं जिसमें मैं प्लान कर रही थी, सोचती थी कि मैं क्या डालूँ क्या नहीं डालूँ. फिर बहुत थॉट्स के बाद मैंने वो वीडियोज़ अपलोड नहीं करे. बट इवेंचुअली इन 2019 आई स्टार्टेड माई यूट्यूब चैनल. सो कमिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ कैमरा वॉज ऑलवेज माई ड्रीम एंड दैट इज completed because of YouTube. So that's what YouTube has changed in my life. Now I feel that my confidence has also increased a lot now that I come in front of camera, I get ready, I make content for you guys. I have close to 55,000 people watching me on my channel, so it gives me a lot of confidence. And another thing is that I get so much of love from my subscribers, such beautiful comments from my subscribers. So that feels me, that makes me feel wanted and required on YouTube. So that's a lot which YouTube has changed in my life. So yeah. So thank you for this nice question, Nidhi. Thank you so much. Then we have third question from Kanika Kansal. What's the most exciting thing you want to do? So there's nothing, in my bucket list. I'm very boring that way, you can say that. But most exciting का नहीं पता मुझे. But obviously, as soon as the lockdown is over and world is back to its normal state, जैसे पहले था, I would definitely like to travel because it's been so long. I like traveling. I like going to new places just to relax. So I would like to do that. Baki, except traveling and having nice food, there's nothing much like more exciting I'm looking forward to. थोड़ी बहुत चीज़ें ये हैं कि मैं एडवेंचर स्पोर्ट्स करना चाहती हूँ, बट आई एम नॉट रियली श्योर इफ आई बी एबल टू डू स्काई डाइविंग एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. बट हाँ, अभी मतलब ऐसा एज सच देयर इज नो प्रॉपर बकेट लिस्ट. सो आई थिंक ट्रैवलिंग विल बी द नेक्स्ट मोस्ट exciting thing, like next thing I'll be really excited to once the world is back to its normal state. Then I have questions, a lot of questions from Sampurna Mehrotra. I'm sorry, a lot of questions. So I'll be just quickly replying them. First, your board marks. I was a good student. So yeah, my board marks were nice. I think, अब मुझे exactly नहीं याद, but they were always like 95% plus, है ना, इतना थे. I was a good student and मेरे marks 90s की लाइन में ही थे. योर फेवरेट कलर, आई डू नॉट हैव एनी फेवरेट कलर, बट आई रियली रियली लाइक टू वेयर ब्राइट कलर्स. और मैं ये देख रही थी मेरे वार्डरोब में काफ़ी चेंज हो चुका है. डू नॉट हैव एनी ब्राइट कलर्स. Why it is like this, I don't know. I am soon going to be buying bright clothes. So yeah, I do not have any specific favorite color. I feel I like all the colors. Next question is your favorite makeup product. I do not have any specific makeup product. But one thing I feel now that I cannot live without in my makeup kit is definitely a mascara. You do not know the power of mascara until you start using it. It feels like a फालतू का प्रोडक्ट अगर आप उसे यूज़ नहीं करते, बट जब आप उसे यूज़ करने लगोगे it makes so much of difference to your makeup. So yes, definitely favorite makeup product would be a mascara. My favorite actor? No, I do not have any favorite actor. All are good, all are nice. It depends a lot on movie. So yeah. और बचपन में तो सबका फेवरेट शाहिद कपूर था ही, right? So that's about favorite actor. Then another question which you have is any favorite song. I like both mix of Hollywood and Bollywood, English, Hindi. सारे गाने मुझे पसंद हैं. So yeah, nothing like a favorite songs. Then any hate comments? I would say कि मेरे channel पे hate comments का ratio बहुत कम है. Luckily, I get 90% of nice comments or questions you can say, and 10% of hate comments. Maybe 10 भी ज़्यादा बोल रही हूँ, शायद 5% hate comments. So touchwood, I've been really lucky that ways. I do not get a lot of hate comments. But जितने भी आते हैं मुझे पहले बहुत ज़्यादा affect करते थे. अब मैं सीधा block कर देती हूँ. I mean comment delete कर देती हूँ, या देखती नहीं हूँ, या reply नहीं करती हूँ. So that's how I handle my hate comments. And there were a lot of hate comments when I was doing the reaction videos on Flying Beast. I was trying a lot of things on this channel. तब काफ़ी ज़्यादा हेट कमेंट्स थे बिकॉज फ्लाइंग बीस्ट की खुद बहुत ज़्यादा लॉयल ऑडियंस है. सो या बट आई डोंट नो व्हाई हेट कमेंट्स क्यों थे, वो ठीक है. बट नाउ दैट फेज इज ओवर, सो इट्स प्रीटी कूल नाउ. ओके, एंड देन वी हैव वन क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम हर्षा राय बागी, and she has asked what major differences do you see in your life before and after marriage, tips for newly married newlyweds for a strong and happy married life. The answer to your question would be how my life has changed. I would say my life has changed in a good way. So I started my YouTube channel after getting married in 2019. So that's something great because Harshit has triggered a lot of motivation in me to start something of my own. You know, when you talk a lot about this stuff, you tend to see things जो आप पहले नहीं देखते थे. So that's a good thing which I would say has happened to me after marriage. I've got a partner जिससे मैं ये बातें discuss कर सकती हूँ, and discuss करके finally I came to a conclusion that yes, I'm gonna be starting my YouTube channel, and he has given me a lot of confidence because as I said in the answer to one of my previous questions, that I was thinking to start my YouTube channel around in 2018, but I did not because I think बहुत ज़्यादा अप्रीहेंशन होता है कि यार लोग क्या कहेंगे, क्या सोचेंगे, मजाक उड़ाएंगे, all of that. But Harshit has helped me a lot, you know, getting over all of that stuff and actually given me the confidence and courage to start my YouTube channel. So that's the amazing, like the most amazing thing after, like for me, after getting married. Then there's not a lot of difference. I think there has not been a lot of difference except I am living with a guy now, and earlier I was living alone since like 9 to 10 years मैं अकेले रह रही थी. Now I have a family जिनके साथ मैं रहती हूँ, and I really like them, and I really like being around the family. I'm a very family sort of a person, so that's the change and I really like that. और दूसरा क्या चेंज है, वो बाकी अच्छा खाना मिलता है आपको. जब आप अकेले रहते हो तो आप अच्छा खाना नहीं बनाते हो, ना अच्छा खाना खाते हो, ना इतना कोई मेड्स को देखने वाला होता है. तो नाउ दैट आई एम मैरिड एंड आई स्टे विद माई फैमिली, एवरीबडी इज देयर टू केयर अबाउट मी. सो देयर इज नॉट इवन अ सिंगल डे जब मुझे अच्छा खाना नहीं मिलता. सो दैट्स एन अमेजिंग थिंग. एंड देन टिप्स फॉर न्यूली वेड्स, एज यू आस्क्ड, आई वुड से कम्युनिकेशन. always communicate. जो भी आपको feel हो रहा है, if you're feeling happy, please talk about it. The other person feels appreciated. You know, communicate, appreciate and trust. These are the things which I will say keeps your life happy, married life happy and going. So communicate about things which you do not like. या अगर आपकी लड़ाई हुई है तो rather than मुंह फुला के बैठने से अच्छा है just discuss about it, that what you did not like, क्या नहीं अच्छा लगा, what was the thing that triggered your anger and stuff like that. It's always better to discuss because you cannot expect the other person to read your mind or to know your nature well in advance. There's a lot of difference when you're dating and when you actually get married and start living with the person. So my first and foremost advice would be to communicate with your partner because that's very important. Then trust, you have to have trust on your partner, and you know, it basically establishes the strong foundation for a happy married life. And third thing would be respect. Always respect your partner, and you know, you should expect the same in return. Respect is the third thing which I really feel is very important for a happy married life. All of these things like communicate, trust, respect, and learn to appreciate your partner, and I think it will be a very happy married life. So Alright, then I have a sweet little question from Nidhi Kini. And she's asked your age and are you single? I think my question, your answer has already been given that I'm married. No, I'm not single. And my age, I am in my late 20s. And then there's another question about me from Kartik Raj Singh. And the question is, where were you born? Where were you raised? So I was born in Uttar Pradesh and in Jhansi. And then I was raised in multiple cities, multiple states in India. I was living in Himachal for some time, then I moved to Chandigarh, then in Kanpur, and now I currently live in Delhi. So that's the answer to your question. And then another question about me is from Siddhi Shinde. And the question is, what's your age and tell us about your education? So again, age question has been answered. And about my education, I did my graduation from Delhi University. And post that, I've done my post-graduation from BITS Pilani. Alright, and then we have another question from Kamya Jadwani. And the question is, favorite character from Harry Potter. So my favorite character, there are two. First, obviously everybody knows Snape. But jab tak Snape nahi tha, to obviously everybody knows it has to be Dumbledore. So yeah, that's the answer. And it has taken me back to the Harry Potter track. Alright, so I think we're going to be keeping itna yahan tak. We're cutting here part 1 of my Q&A question, of my Q&A video. And the rest of the questions will be covered in part 2 of Q&A videos. So I hope you've liked Q&A part 1 till now. And stay tuned for part 2. So for making sure that you do not miss the second part of Q&A video, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up before you leave. I'm gonna see you again very soon with part 2. Till then, bye.